it's time to dish with D. That's me. Thank you for clicking on this video, making yourself a priority. I am Denise. We dish everything healthy lifestyle on this channel. However way you get there is up to you. What plan you do is up to you, boo. I do Weight Watchers currently, personal points, but that's, you know, yeah, I don't know how long that's going to last, but we're doing it because that's what we've always done. And am I struggling? Yes. I shouldn't say that. I'm not struggling. The scale says I'm struggling, but I'm doing really well eating, and I know that. So I'm not quite sure why the scale does not agree with me. I was up 0.4 this week, 0.2 last week, 0.4 this week. Shocked, yes. I'm always from the school of, you know, your weight's variable, and it does. I don't get weighed every day. Maybe I should. Maybe I'll see a pattern of, you know, maybe I'll see it go down. I don't know. I'm just not from that school. But like I said, it aggravates me because when I know I'm on plan, and I know I've been on plan, I'm eating enough. Yes, before you ask that, I am eating enough. I've been eating enough for a while. I don't know. I have a doctor's appointment scheduled, so we'll talk to him. I know it's going to be the same old. You know, last time it was the same thing because this has been over a year we've been dealing with this. This isn't anything new. So it's why I'm kind of not shocked because it's been over a year and a half. And when I went last year, you get the old thyroid check. No, it's not my thyroid. I know it's not my thyroid because I feel good. Like when you have a really low thyroid, you feel like crap. Your hair falls out. No, none of those. No, I feel great. He thought my metabolism seemed sluggish from when we talked last time, based on being on plan for so long. But this is a year later, and I'm still in the same boat. So I'm not quite sure. But, you know, I do have 6 visits to a nutritionist I can use on my insurance that they pay for. So I might take that up. Again, I know I'm eating well. She's not going to tell me anything that I don't already know. You know, I track, I do this, I've done it all. So I'm not quite sure what something new she's going to say. I have checked out several, there's about 5 that I can go to that I would drive to. So I'm just checking out which one fits my personality. Because let's face it, we all have different personalities. And there's different nutritionists that focus on different things, like what their thing is. You know, like there's, you know, so you have to find the one that fits you. Same thing with a doctor. You have to find the doctor that fits you and gets you. Like there's different doctors. Like I know somebody said that their doctor wouldn't give them a 10-pound doctor's note. My doctor gave me a 20-pound doctor's note. Like, you know, they get it. And if your doctor is not getting you, then you need, I'm telling you, find somebody else, because there's different strokes for different folks. So let's go. I haven't looked at this week's topic. I didn't go to my meeting today because I haven't felt well the last couple of days. I think it's that smell that's been going around here. It's better today, but I have had like a slight headache, and I just kind of slept in today a little bit. So I would have had to rush to get there, and I'm like, you know what? I can get weighed here. You know, I've been there. See, there's the disadvantage of going to the franchise. I have to drive a half an hour. Would I have driven to the other one? 9 minutes away, maybe. But we'll never know that, will we? But yeah, I just didn't feel like getting up and getting out. And you know what? Here, I'm going to show you something. My jean shorts fit. The ones that I always struggle with are zipping, and they're up. So I'm not quite sure why the scale says that. So go buy different things like that. So I know my week was good. My jean shorts zip, because these are the ones that some weeks they don't zip. But they've zipped all week, and they're loose today. So yeah, you gotta look at little things. Take measurements, look at other things, clothes, especially jeans, because jeans don't lie. They don't. All right, I haven't looked at even the week topic. Let's see, how to find even more go-to foods. Did we talk about go-to foods already? Okay, maybe it's me, just checking. Beth James O'Keefe. All right, even more, because I thought we really talked about this. Picture the food you're always reaching for: a crisp apple, juicy roasted chicken, crunchy popcorn. I don't reach for that. Is your mouth watering yet? No. Mentally dig in so you can add even more to your dietary toolbox. You know, I'm not thinking about a crunchy apple or a juicy piece of roasted chicken. Do I reach for that? Yes. Am I thinking about it? No. All right, try this. Brainstorm the what. What food do you rely on to stay on track? Mug cakes. Protein bars. Veggies and dip hummus. Oh, my hummus is yes. Oh, I rely on that. Definitely. New to you foods from the past weeks, month, or years. Foods promoted from minor players to star. Foods promoted from a minor player to a starring role. Old go-tos reimagined with a healthier spin. That'd be my mug cakes. Heavy rotation recipes. We all have heavy rotation recipes. Like egg roll in a bowl is a heavy rotated recipe for me. I love it. Even though it's like a 0 point thing, I just love it. I think, and 0 because I use chicken or turkey in mine, and I love it. And it's just something that I had at the beginning of the week, and I had last week too. Get into the why. Circle the top 3 of your 5 foods, then ask, why did they make the cut? How did they make you feel? What do you love about them? Well, my big thing about any of this is taste. I like the way food tastes. And if it doesn't taste good, I'm not going to eat it. I did a whole video yesterday. If you haven't seen it, I will link it. About foods I don't eat anymore because they just don't, I don't enjoy them. Did I ever enjoy them? I think I did in the beginning, but did I enjoy them because they were low in point and because everyone was eating them? That's the thing. People are, it's a bandwagon thing. People say, oh, you're eating this or you're eating that. Oh, I need to try it. Try it, yes. Do you like it because it's low in point? You have to like it because you like it. There are certain things like I mentioned. What I didn't mention in the video, and I'll mention here, somebody reminded me, was fat-free cheese. Now everybody, oh my God, fat-free cheese. You can use it. Back in the day, you can get like a quarter cup for like 1 point. I'm guessing it's been a while since I've used it. And it was like, oh my God, fat-free cheese. And then I'm using it and I'm like looking at it like it looks gross. It looks like we'll say fat-free cheddar. It looks plastic. And it tastes, just doesn't have that nice cheese pull that cheese has because there's no fat in it. Now I'm all about fat-free certain things, but they have to be good fat-free certain things, like fat-free yogurt. I like it. I think it's good. Fat-free cheese, I don't. So I finally said to myself, why am I using this? It looks gross. It makes my food look unappealing, and I look before I eat. So I eat with my eyes first, and it just didn't look good. Even try mixing it inside. It just doesn't look good. And people say, oh, spray it with nonstick spray, it'll melt. So you're adding more of grossness to grossness. So I just don't use it. I use light cheese, low fat cheese, yes. I don't use full fat cheese. Because I think the low fat works for me. It's not like I dislike low fat. It's the fat free that I can't get behind. But low fat is it doesn't look like fat free. It melts beautifully. It has a cheese pull. It's all about, it's all about the cheese pull, isn't it? At least for me it is. So that's one thing I will not. It has to be, it looks disgusting, in my opinion. I'm sorry. If you like fat-free cheese, I applaud you because I cannot. I wish I did because I think it's a great value, but go beyond taste, consider the convenience. Convenience is one thing. I don't you can't go beyond the taste. To me, that's wrong, in my opinion. Because if you don't like the way it tastes, you're not going to want to eat it consistently for the rest of your journey because the journey never ends. This is a lifestyle. So taste has to be important. Taste is my first thing. Think about how does this work into your food? How do you work these foods into your routine? Are you intentional about it or do you go on autopilot? I'm intentional about everything. If you're a member of this channel, my word of the year was intentional. I had a bracelet made with the word intentional on it because I want to be intentional when I make choices, when I do things. It's all about intentionality. I'm making that word up. I just want to be, I'm saying, if I'm doing it, I want to be intentional about it and I want to own it and I want to, I'm not going to sit there and go, why did I do that? I don't live in what ifs. I do what I do and I own what I do every time because I'm an adult. I'm not going to sit there, I'm not going to blame outside circumstances for, why I'm telling you, I don't know why the scale's up. I can't sit there and blame this or that because you don't know. And I don't know. And that's what I say. I just don't know. I've done everything right. I don't know why the scale rate it is. I'm not going to sit there and give you a list of excuses. Oh, wait out or it's the wet. I'm not going to. Why? This is what the scale says. I don't know why it says that. So plan your when or where. Identify when, where, or how you'll keep leaning on these favorites. Maybe it's designating a day, Turkey Burger Tuesday, or setting up a fruit for a see it, eat it approach. I'm not really fond of this topic. I'm not feeling it. I just feel like it's telling you to almost be a robot. And I feel like I can't be that. I have to live with taste, smell. Like I eat with my senses. And I feel like a lot of us do. And if they're telling you not to, that's a little bit of a disservice, because this is a lifestyle and you can't live as a robot on a lifestyle. You're gonna go back to those things that make you want to eat and why you want to eat. Again, looks, history, smell, taste. Like some foods you have since you were a kid, and they're just something that you go to comfort foods. For me, it's pastina. Pastina and egg was what my mother made me with chicken broth, and I go to that every once in a while. And it's a comfort food. And now, how can I lighten that up? I do. You just lighten it up. It's chicken broth. It's pastina. It's some cheese. It's an egg. You can lighten everything up with just a few simple tweaks, and most times it's dairy and it's cheese and it's fat. They're the things you have to worry about. Honor who? That's you. Give yourself props for working these healthier items into your diet. It's basically finding your go-to foods, and if they're not point friendly, how can we make them point friendly? That's what the topic should have been about. And if you don't like the tweaks you've made, tweak it again. Don't eat it because it's low in point. You gotta like it. And I think that's a lot of struggle with people, because they're eating something because it's there and it's low in point. Do you like it? And I eat something, I really like it. I mean, I don't even eat things I like things that I really like. And I've gotten to that point. It took me a while to get to that point. I didn't wake up and say, okay, I'm gonna eat this because I like it. No, I was on the bandwagon. I bought the things everybody buys, and the fake pastas, and let's try this. The one that really, I think, was kind of the eye-opening was the palmyri, the canned pasta made from hearts of palm. I thought, I like hearts of palm. I love them in salad. Oh, it might be a great pasta. I have no words for that. I even tried Trader Joe's brand, which was better than the canned palmyri. It still wasn't for me. And I'm like, why am I going to sit here and be miserable eating something that I really don't like? Because guess what? You leave there unsatisfied. And when unsatisfied Denise leaves, she looks for something to satisfy her. All right, let's dive a little deeper. No matter where you are or what you're working towards, we all have to think about foods. We may have to run through the usual questions already today. What to make for dinner? What do you need from the store? And how is it going to fit into your budget? By taking the time to think about the logistics and how can make your journey more successful, sustainable, and livable long term. Yeah, I mean, I definitely keep a well-stocked freezer, pantry, refrigerator. Like, I have my go-to things. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a crazy person when it comes to having eggs on hand, yogurt on hand, regular chicken breast and ground chicken on hand, light cheeses on hand. I need to be able to go into there and put something together at a moment's notice if I need to, because I feel comfortable like that. When I get low on eggs and yogurt, it's crazy here. And I have been obsessing with the Fage. I used to make my own yogurt, but Fage has done it for me. It is just as good as homemade yogurt, and I don't say that lightly. It's really good. So hey, that's one less thing off my list I have to sit there and make. You want to make life easier, because the easier you make it, the more likely you're going to do it. Like, to sit there and have to make your own yogurt, yeah, even though the Instant Pot does all the work, I still have to set it up, let it go, strain it, clean it. Do I have other things I want to do? So buying the pre-made Fage, which is already taken care of that for me, is a really good win for me. So I think it's shortcuts. Like there's there's rotisserie chickens. If you're a person that works and doesn't have time and you're just not a planner, because let me tell you something, we're all not planners, and it's okay. You don't have to be superwoman to plan all your meals, do all this, work out of the house. It's, we put a lot on ourselves. So we could take a convenience like a rotisserie chicken. I've made soup, Italian wedding soup. I probably should do it here on the channel. I've never done it. Italian wedding soup and done in an hour. How do you do that? Because I use canned broth, College Inn, which is nothing wrong with canned broth. Some chicken died for that. You get a rotisserie chicken, you get your onions and your celery, you get frozen spinach. We don't use, we sometimes we do. Like my mother would sometimes use escarole and spinach, but lately I just use spinach because it's just more convenient than getting escarole. Well, frozen spinach, and the hardest thing is getting little meatballs. And you can get them, you make them small. So once the soup is simmering, you throw little meatballs and it cooks in there. You can cook them on the side if you wanted. You could prep them. You can even, you could buy store-made meatballs. Any flavor, turkey, chicken, I don't care. Chop them in 4 because they're probably big. And there you go. Your soup will be made in under an hour. And guess what? They'll love it. They'll love it because you sat there and put that together. And it's really good. There's no shame in taking help from things that are out there. Now, there are better options to give you help than others. But I think where I come from, it's just easier to take those. Like you get in the store, you have lunch. No shame in lunch meat. I think you can get a nice low-fat turkey, and it's delicious. And some of them are 0 points. If you get the ones in the little cellophane, like at Sam's and BJ's, they always have that really good one. Costco used to have one. I didn't see it there the last few times I went. It was beautiful. It was just turkey breast. They have the pulled chicken. Some places like Walmart, Costco sell the chicken already pulled off the bone for you. And here's one. You can just do the Ina Garten method, which I love. Get split chicken breast. She seasons them, roasts them in the oven, 400 degrees for, I guess, 25 minutes to 30 minutes. And she pulls the meat, throws away the bones and the skin, and just pulls the meat off. It's delicious. You can cook them up and then have them all week and make different recipes with them. Chop up chicken, get some pasta, get some vegetables, put it together, put a little cheese on there. You have like a little dinner. So don't overcomplicate food. And like I said, take the help where you can get it. Because you will have your go-to foods should be things that make your life easier, not harder. Because if you make it harder, you're not gonna do it. At least I don't, because I have other things to do. My whole life isn't sitting in the kitchen preparing meals. I have a life. I have a YouTube channel. I have a family. I have a dog. I have things I need to do. And I can't spend days and hours in the kitchen. For what? When the stores, some nice lady's already done it for me. So take the help where you can. And going to the store often isn't always the best idea, but you know what? It's your life. You do you, boo. If you need to go to the store several times a week, then you do that. Doing a sweep of your current go-tos can uncover useful insights, not only for your grocery shopping purposes, but also for moments when things get a little dicey. Let's explain. Maybe apples are one of your current favorites, recognizing that you eat them because they're sweet, crunchy, portable, easy, full of fiber, and may even be your 0-point food list. This may do 2 things. Sometimes I don't crave an apple, I'm not gonna lie, but now crave an apple, yes. If you're craving something sweet and crunchy and you think, oh, I don't want an apple, which is not my go-to either, I would get that apple, cut the skin off, slice it, like get the apple core slicer, and then you could just get a baggie, throw the apple slices in there, put a scoop of peanut butter powder, it's only half a serving, in there, shake it, and it coats the apples. That's really good. Or make peanut butter, or have peanut butter if you person doesn't like powdered peanut butter. Use your regular peanut butter. Put like a tablespoon in a little bowl and dip your apples in the peanut butter. That is a healthy, high fiber, high protein snack that's absolutely yummy. Or get a banana, slice a banana, get your peanut butter, heat it a little bit because you want it to be a little bit thinner, and drizzle it over the banana. Dash it with a little bit of cocoa powder. Or make a banana split with the bananas, the yogurt, and the peanut butter drizzled. It's delicious. And it's finding a new way to reinvent an old food. Like, how could I make fruit be more enjoyable? It's fruit. Take pineapple, grill it. It caramelizes any stone fruit, a peach, a plum, grill them, indoor grill, outdoor grill them, get that grilled char on there. It is amazing. Throw a little bit of Nick's vanilla ice cream on top. Or if you don't want to use ice cream, use yogurt. Sprinkle a little brown sugar, substitute on top. Cinnamon. It's delicious. And it absolutely feels a little bit naughty, but it's not. And if your fruit is your 0-point food, 0-point snack. When hunger hits, make a beeline for a Granny Smith or Gala apple because you understand why. What type of... Yeah, if I'm hungry, I'm really not running for that apple. But if you jazz it up, by the D method, you might go for that. You might be more apt to go for that apple. Gives you a roadmap for finding new go-tos. Start with apples. What else is crunchy and scoops like a dip like a chip? Celery or banana. See, there's the thing. If we were going for celery, we wouldn't need this topic, would we? If we were going for apples, we wouldn't need to hear this. But we're not going for celery and apples. Now, of course, you could put, fun things in celery. There's peanut butter, there's cream cheese, you can get the light cream cheese. You could put cottage cheese or make things with cottage cheese. I'm going to tell you, I wasn't a big fan of cottage cheese, but when it became zero for me, I learned, and I really do enjoy it. I put savory seasonings on it. I put flavorings. You could flavor it I use skinny syrup, but if you don't like skinny syrup, you could just sprinkle it with monk fruit or sugar, and it becomes sweet, and it hits a sweet note. And make that Weight Watchers Retro Danish I have here on the channel. You can make that TikTok custard toast, or I've made it without the toast. I've just made the custard because it was pretty good. Don't forget to pause and celebrate your healthy choices. It helps you boost your confidence in making them and continue to make them. Remember, building new habits takes an effort. It doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't. Look how long I'm here. That's why I say if you're being hard on yourself because you don't want that apple, don't. I didn't want the apple for a long time. I do go for it now, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I also go for one of my mug cakes too, because sometimes you want cake. And guess what? I'm going to be a little bit honest here. Apple doesn't cut it when you want cake. Cake is cake, apple is apple. That's why you go to Hungry Girls for her mug cakes. You come to me for my mug cakes. Because why? Because when you want cake, an apple's not going to cut it. It's not. I don't want to be like Nelly, oh, he's very negative. I'm realistic. I live in the real world. I don't want to sit there and tell you oh, get a crunchy apple. Your body will thank you. It might, but your mind's going to be thinking about that cake. So my God, if you want cake, have cake. I'm not telling you to have cake every night. I'm not. But a few nights a week, you can make a mug cake. The Hungry Girl Banana Walnut is probably one of my favorite go-tos. I love it. I think it's 3 or 4 points. And you can fit in a couple nights a week. Or have it for breakfast, have it for a snack. Have those now there's 1 point yogurts. Too Good, I think they're called. There's one that's called Milk and Cookies. It's a 1 point yogurt. It's not filling for breakfast, but as a mid-afternoon snack, have that 1 point cookies and milk yogurt. It's good. It's way better than that apple, and I think being that it's a little bit of protein, it'll fill you. Or drizzle on top of that banana. Yes, but I'm not gonna sit there and tell you to have a crunchy banana or a crunchy apple when you want cake. Or find good low point protein bars. I've been through the gamut of protein bars, as you see. I've tried different ones, and sometimes and here's the funny, and I'm making balls. I've been on a ball obsession here, and tomorrow on meal prep there's another ball of vanilla peanut butter. I was just gonna call it vanilla, but there's peanut butter in it, so it'd be deceiving not to say peanut butter. So it's a vanilla peanut butter ball. Last week I made a 2 weeks ago, a chocolate peanut butter ball, and they're little 1 point balls. Oats are my 0 point food, so, and they're, I made 20 of them, and they're protein balls, and they're good, and they're sweet, and they're, what I'm saying, it hits the note. I'm not, if I'm gonna have that apple, I'm still looking for something. At least I am. Depends on what you're craving. You have to feel know what you want. Do you want that apple? If you do, that's great. But if you're eating it because you want something else, you're still going to be wanting that something else. So you're trying to find, and my advice to you is figure out what you want and figure out a way to make it low in point. That's your homework. So yeah, you have homework tonight. You have homework. So that's it. I hope you enjoy this. My take on the meeting topic du jour. Not about the apple. I mean, there's times I love apple and peanut butter. Don't get me wrong, but I have to want it. So sorry, not sorry. All right, that's it. Up half a pound. We talked about that. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. Join our community here. And if you know anybody that could use this content, please share my video with them on your social media, on an email, on a text, at your WW meeting, at your WW Zoom, on Facebook groups that you see and say, hey, check out Dish with D. I'd appreciate that. Share the love. I'm all about sharing the love. So I will dish with you another day. Thanks so much, and we will tomorrow's meal prep. I have 3 recipes coming up. I'll give you a hint. A cannoli cake, birthday cake I made. I think it was 5 points, maybe 6 if I added whipped cream. And I only ate half. So, you know, because sometimes half is enough, but you could fit the whole thing in. I have vanilla peanut butter protein balls and pickle hummus. Yes, dill pickle hummus. Oh my gosh, was that good? It was. Oh, if you love hummuses, you love pickles, it's your hummus. Oh, I'm just good thinking about it. I want to put it on a turkey sandwich, but yeah, or a hamburger. Like, you know, I know. I go on and on and talk about food because I like what I'm eating. Key, make what you like and eat what you like. Find a way to fit it in, find a way to make it later. That's what you're leaving with. Bye-bye, folks.